Hey, George. Earlier this week, Bill Belichick. How you doing?
I'm excellent. How are you today?
Good. Can you see me? A good light today for you.
Yeah, no. It's no PSA. If I can't see you guys, I'm not answering questions, so it's tough.
Earlier this week, Bill Belichick had a lot of really nice things to say about you. I don't know if you saw them, but just curious what that means to you to hear that from somebody as established as he is in the game.
I mean, it's awesome coming from a coach like Bill Belichick, someone who's had success for such a long time and sustained it for such a long time. To get that compliment, it's awesome. Makes me fired up to play this Sunday.
Hey, George. Belichick is known for, I mean, not that every coach tries to do this, but, take the best player out of the game. But he seems to be known as being very adept at doing that. That might be you on Sunday. You're excited for that challenge and maybe kind of the mix of coverages and whatnot you might see?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to play every single Sunday. But, yeah, first experience at Foxborough, it's going to be really fun. They do a bunch of different stuff on defense, whether it's personnels or, how they adjust our personnel and our formations. It's going to be exciting. I know we're looking forward to the challenge and really just looking forward to playing more football.
Did you see anything different at all with Jimmy this week going back to New England? Is there a different level of excitement for him?
No. Jimmy's the same cat he was last week. Came in, works hard. He's got the game plan down. He's slinging it. Looked good at practice today. Boys are fired up and ready to go.
Hey, George.
Hi.
So the headbutt between Grasu and McGlinchey kind of went viral on social media. Did you see it? And is that what you expect from McGlinchey on a regular basis?
Well, me and Mike fist bump and headbutt before almost every single play, so I'm used to it. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that's also kind of why I was 10 yards behind them, so I wouldn't have to be a part of that. Mike's a weapon out there, especially when he celebrates. I mean, you've seen our shimmy. I got him to do that instead of a headbutt, so that was pretty good for me and my health. But when you see Mike celebrate like that, it means a lot because he's an engine for us, and when he's fired up, the whole team's fired up.
Hey, George, you talked about how this is going to be your first time in Foxborough. Do you have like any kind of routine you go through the first time you're in a stadium? And what does it mean every time you go into a new place and what you try to leave your mark?
Interesting question. You're in a new spot almost every single Thursday that I see you. It's kind of, do you like move houses a lot or you just move rooms?
The kids, it depends where the kids are. Right now, I think they're running around upstairs in virtual
Got it.
class.
Yeah, that makes sense. I miss your bulletin board with all the pictures and stuff on it. Yeah, kind of. I just try to, I don't really go out early. I do my normal routine that I always do on game days. But just that first step onto the field is kind of a conscious step. Hey, it's a new place to leave your mark on. And I don't know if it's anything too special, but I definitely think about it. And like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's this whole team's, first time going there. So I know we're all really excited about it and, the challenge that awaits us. And it's going to be a fist fight. So I'm looking forward to it.
Georgie, you've been asked about Rob Gronkowski before. Does it mean anything to you to go to that place where he played, and also sort of elaborating back to that Belichick question? Just given what Belichick said, are you surprised that he would say that, given that he coached Gronkowski?
Well, wasn't I just on your podcast and I answered like 12 or 20 questions for you, and now you're gonna throw 2 more at me? Holy cow, man, that's just brutal. Well, I mean, Gronk is, one of my favorite tight ends. I love watching him. He's an elite tight end. He set the standard. He raised the bar. I mean, he did everything for the tight end position. So, playing the stadium that he played at, yeah, it's cool. I mean, Gronk's not there anymore. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's awesome because it's Gronk, and he's one of my favorite tight ends. But other than that, I mean, it's a stadium, and we got to go get a win there. And I'm not going to answer your second question because you've asked me 45 questions in the last 48 hours. So thank you.
George, given Jimmy's experience in New England, does he give you any advice on how he sees the Patriots attacking you, or any sort of tips? Do you seek out that that insight from him at all?
That insider trading information? A little bit. I mean, they've changed up a lot. They've got different personnel there. But I mean, other than the fact that probably gonna be a lot of double teams, gonna be a lot of different coverages. They're gonna mix in a whole bunch of things to confuse us, maybe. I think they're gonna do a whole lot of things, and you can game plan for so much. But honestly, I think it's gonna be more of a reactionary thing out there. And Jimmy was in the system for a long time, so I feel like he has the ins and outs. But like I said, I feel like they've changed, and they're not gonna just play into what Jimmy knows. And I think we're just going out there and play Niner football, and we're gonna react to it. Game plan accordingly, and just go play some smash mouth football.
Hey, George. Most of the time that Jimmy was with the Patriots, you were in college. I'm wondering, at what point do you remember first noticing Jimmy as a football player? I don't know how often you watched NFL and stuff in college. And did you get to see those 2 starts that he made for Brady in 2016? Do you have any memory of how he played then when you noticed him?
Yeah, I mean, he went undefeated, right? I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure the only thing I remember is him getting hurt because he fell on his shoulder. So I'm going to eliminate those bad vibes. I mean, other than that, I just knew that Brady was suspended and that he came in and was undefeated. So that's a pretty cool stat, especially for a guy that didn't play that much. And whenever you get a win in the NFL as a quarterback, that's really impressive. And I mean, he did it, and then Brissett came in and did it too, like with torn ligaments in his thumb. They just always find a way to win, and that's what we're trying to establish here: finding ways to win, no matter what it looks like.
Hey, what's up, dog?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing today?
How you doing? I'm hanging in there. What do you think of your new running back, JaMycal Hasty, and where can one purchase that T-shirt?
This T-shirt? You have to be a member of the Yak Bros. So you can work on it. You can send in some tape, and we can get in on that, all right? But you can just talk to Ross the boss, because I know he makes them. But Hasty, I've loved Hasty since we had him in camp. He made literally every single day. He reminded me of Matt Breida's first camp. He just made a play every single day, whether it was a juke, a spin move, a great block, a great cut. He just did something every single day, and you always notice it. And we would always talk about in our tight end room. And so when you have a guy like that you notice a play every single day, then you start to feel comfortable around him. You want him to get more opportunities. And I mean, that's what he's doing now. He's just taking advantage of his opportunity. And he ran so hard Sunday night. It was so fun to see. You can kind of feel the confidence coming from him. And when you have a back that's confident and a back that's physical and can cut like that, it makes my job a lot easier. So I'm thrilled to have him out there. And I mean, now we have 5 running backs that can run the ball downhill. That be pretty excited. 6 running backs. We just got a whole stable of them, so it's really fun.
2 more.
George, I know this weekend is. Yeah, it's me again. I didn't get 47 like Biederman did, so I'm just trying to get.
That's true.
This weekend is National Tight End Day. I know that you're Holland. Can you take us back through how that all originated and how it's grown in the last year or so?
It was a conversation between Garrett Selleck, Jimmy G, and myself. I'm pretty sure it was the day that all the tight ends were active. And so Jimmy G was like, what is it, National Tight End Day? And we're like, yeah, it's a holiday, man. It's National Tight End Day. And we just kind of rolled with it. Garrett Selleck had a touchdown on that day, which, that was our first annual Niners National Tight End Day. But in my opinion, every day is National Tight Ends Day. But the NFL just wanted to give us one specified weekend, which is the last weekend in October. So thank you to them for that. But I mean, it's fun. Just the fact that, tight ends get a little bit of recognition on this one day, and all the tight ends are mic'd up, can mash all that up together. And I think it's just fun. And I feel like tight ends is kind of like a brotherhood. And it's a position that I kind of want to see everyone succeed all the time. I want to see tight ends score touchdowns. I want to see them blocking guys, pancaking guys, breaking tackles, pass pro. I like seeing it all. And so a day that you can recognize all the great tight ends across the league is a great day. And I'm looking forward to our second annual National Tight End Day.
Hey, George, I'm sorry about the no camera. It's unavoidable today. But I wanted to see if you could talk a little bit about the Hidden Pearls podcast that you've been doing with your family.
You're lucky that you asked me that question. Otherwise, I would have gotten up. Hidden Pearls, it's a podcast that my dad and my sister started. It highlights a foundation or a cause, either in the Bay Area or around the country, and we're trying to specify with teams that we play. So, this week we got to interview Jimmy G because we're going back to New England, talk about an organization or a foundation up in New England that helps out in that area. Next week we go to Seattle, and I'm pretty sure we have 3 awesome guests on from Seattle next week. We've had Mike McGlinchey on to talk about organizations that he's in love with, that he supports, and it's fun because you go on, and my dad and my sister, they do all the the legwork, they carry all the weight, and they talk to these organizations, interview them, ask them about their cause, what they do, how people can help. But it's really just finding the hidden pearls around the country, and it's really awesome, and I'm glad I can be a part of it. And then they let me come on and talk football and BS a little bit with my teammates and with other NFL players around the league. So it's been really fun. It's a process, but I'm really enjoying it so far, and we're just going to continue to get better at it.
Hey, Faithful, subscribe to our YouTube channel.